Maybe because you miss me or something?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, so, wanted to just kinda go through your products. It looks like there have been some updates that have been done, to some of your products and just looking at them. I did notice that there are some products that are on your website that aren't listed in Sage.
Can you tell me? Do you have a few of them? You can let me know.
Yes,
Uh,
one is B as in boy, T as in Tom, L as in Larry, 129
okay.
and 130 and 131.
So we have them on our website, but they're not on your.
Yeah,
They're not on Sage.
yeah.
Those are relatively
No.
items. They should have been here already, so I'll check with Betty.
Okay. And then I came across one that the pricing wasn't correct. It didn't match your
Oh,
website.
Which one was that one?
It was BTL 100. And I actually corrected it because it still showed 12.99, 12.25,
Gotcha.
11.50, but I corrected it to match your website.
Appreciate it. Send me an
Yeah.
we did
invoice.
do a whole price increase on every
I'm sorry?
bulk update. A big price bulk update last week.
Yes.
Those I know are a lot of the changes you probably.
But yeah, this one obviously didn't get changed, but it's right now.
All right. I just want to make sure a few things. Because I understand we're going to do a product review. I just want to make sure, David, we have all the necessary tools to do bulk upload and what have you.
Yes,
Oh,
we did all
Okay.
the 2024 pricing, Peter.
Okay. But the one thing, and I feel bad because it's probably like the third time I'm going to ask Carmen to do is, can you, Carmen, show David exactly what you showed me last time in the test database as far as the way the layout should be
let's
without
see.
pricing?
Yeah, I guess I want to know. I know. I guess we usually put everything in pricing and then remember the options section and
Yeah,
do that.
unfortunately,
So I
the
need to
option,
know the
yeah,
want to know what the
unfortunately, the
benefits,
option
the
section,
advantages are.
yeah, the option section cannot be done in bulk. Unfortunately, that has to
Okay,
be
manually.
manually or with the API.
But
Um,
we could at least or with the API. Okay,
yeah, or with
but
the API.
but we can at least do the basic, right? At least, and then
Yes,
just okay.
yes. And honestly, what a lot of suppliers will do, that's another option for you, is they'll do the basic bulk update and then they'll send us the information to update the options. So that is also available to you guys as well. And then once we
Format of how do
update
we
the,
send you those the options
Mhm.
update? Is that on a
I mean, you can really send it to us anyway if it's listed in your catalog. If you have a spreadsheet that has it listed on it, we take any form because we obviously have to manually update the options as well. Or you could even say, please use our website and update the options. We do that for
we
a lot of suppliers.
incur any costs for that?
No, it's free.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll see.
Free, free, free. I know I keep telling them we can't. Actually, it's complimentary. That's the better way to put
That's the better word, right? Compliments.
it.
Carmen,
Complimentary.
I wanna show David the way I want the layout to be for the Sage website
Oh,
Okay.
the
for our
options
distributor
look
system. Yeah,
compared
the
to what we're
options.
doing now.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Do you remember the items we looked at, Peter?
yes, one of them
Okay.
was BTL 100.
Oh,
Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna mute my.
Actually, this one has been corrected. So on this particular item, I went and looked at what information that you guys had listed on your website. So you had 3 different types of imprint methods. You have your direct imprint, which is one color, the Digitech, which has a maximum height, and then the Digitech Plus, which is larger. So this is how it should be laid out. And then the reason I separated these two out is when you think of the options, you want to think of them as drop down menus. So you want to think of a distributor's website with these little drop down menus on it, and their customer can say, okay, I want the Digitech, and then I want personalization, and I want the gloss. So with it listed out in 3 different option sets, they can actually select 3 different options versus if it's all under one, they're only able to select one option. Does that make sense? And I wanted to kind of okay, go ahead.
I was hoping you could share a screen so I see how that
Oh,
renders.
I'm not. I'm sorry. Yeah, I forget to share sometimes. I apologize. I'm in the office today and I'm a little out of sorts. Okay. So here's the item. Now the screen that you're looking at, David, this is Sage Online. So this is how the distributor sees your information in one of our tools. So when I scroll down here, I have the different options. And as I mentioned, they're in 3 different sets of options here. So they can pick what decoration method they want. They can pick if they want personalization, and then they can pick if they want the spot shine. And this is kind of handy because if you guys come out with a different kind of finish, they can pick that as, they can pick from that as well. And then I was going to kind of show you how it looked on a distributor's website here. Now you can certainly use this website that I'm going to open your products because it is just one of our test websites so people could see what it looks like, but it has all the products on it. So it's sagewebsitestandard.com. And all you have to do is just type in your item number here. Oh, why is it not pulling it up? Here we go. And it'll pull up the item. And then within it, this one's not actually set up right, but it would have the 3 different drop-down menus here so that the distributor would be able to pick the choices that they want. This is a good way to tell if your options are being laid out correctly, because then you can say, okay, I can choose the imprint method, then I can choose personalization, and then you're able to choose your finish. Or it could be if you don't have a finish option, maybe you have packaging options. You can put your packaging options in there as well. Because I believe
Does
in
using options just help? What does it also help search results or organic?
yes, it
That
does help the searches because if someone's familiar with your products and they're searching by, if they could get a personalized water bottle or bag or whatever it might be, it will pull it up. Every single field is searchable, but also what it does is it helps a distributor upsell your product. So if they're looking at it and they see that the, standard screen print on the product is this size, but then they look down and they can say, oh, I could have a bigger size here if I go to this next imprint method, that might help them upsell that actual product. And with so many products listed in our database, right now we're at 1,300,000 products, 1.3 million.
That's it?
I know, just minor technicality. Um, we jumped a lot of products last year. With that many products, it's better for your visibility to try to provide as much information and details as you can. Obviously, there are going to be some products that you can't provide everything because there may be too many options. So then you want to pick your top few options, your best sellers. Make sure you've got as much information as you can on your product. For the most part, the rest of your product data looks pretty good.
Excuse me.
Y-
Sorry.
You guys have really good descriptions in your product. And it's important, particularly on water bottles or any kind of glassware, if you put in, that it's not recommended to hand wash, so make sure you put that in there. You'd be surprised at how many water bottles you could put in the dishwasher. Not very many.
You'd be surprised at how many people actually read that fine line.
I know. Well, we do water bottles every year for our staff because we do a water challenge as part of our health and wellness.
Mhm.
And they're like, well, we have to have them that we can put them in the dishwasher. I'm like, that really limits my options here.
Yeah.
um, Also, with your keywords, there's no need to repeat words. It doesn't help your visibility to repeat your words. And like here, you've got water bottles together. You don't have to use a singular and the plural form. But even if you have it together, our system will look at it separately as well. So if somebody just types in bottle as a category and water as a keyword, it would still pull it up. And just to kind of show you a little bit how our searches works, I'm a big picture person, so I think it's important to understand how the whole system works. Click the wrong button there. So we have
While you're
three, sure.
click words, are we allowed to use Stanley even though that brands
You're
You're kind of
breaking up
breaking up
bad,
on
Dave.
me. Yeah.
use brand names? For example, Stanley, even if it's not
Only if it is your brand.
okay.
It's a violation of trademark, and you can actually get kicked out of our system for doing that. But yeah, if it's your own brand, you certainly can. Now, there's a little caveat to that. So let's say, for example, you have an item that's similar to a Yeti. You can put in the description comparable to Yeti. As long as you put that it's comparable to, but you don't hear me telling you this, um, it's allowed in the system. But if you just put like in a keyword, because I have another supplier I'm trying to work with, he just put every brand of every type of water bottle in his keywords. Well, that's a violation.
I would have
Because,
thought.
yeah. So, but if you have something that says comparable to or similar to, like in the description, that is allowed.
Words visible to the
Everything is visible to the distributor.
Oh,
Um,
right. Like,
yeah, you're breaking up really bad, David.
sorry. Going,
Dave, why are you breaking up? We're in the same building on the same connection.
I don't know. Over here by the window. There's
Are you
weeds
That
using?
may
Are you?
and that-
Did you call in or are you using your headset?
Yes, I called in as well with the headset.
What? You called in? Isn't the headset connected to your computer? Use computer audio. Uh, Um, but did you see the options though, David? Like the way it's set up, where you can view all options.
Yes, I saw that screen. I took a couple of screens.
It's also set up on the test account. So when you're in the Sage Supplier Center, you can go over to the test account and see it. So when you're in the Sage Supplier Center, right up here, you can click and go into the test account and you can actually see how I set that product up. Now, with regards to searching, as I mentioned, when someone searches by keywords, it searches every single field on your product and it doesn't care where it finds it. All the fields are weighted equally. So that's why I said that it doesn't really help when you duplicate words. I know in some search engines, the more that you have a word listed, the higher you come in searches. Ours doesn't work that way. We give the distributor a couple of different ways to search for products. I'm kind of old school, so I use this big screen that has everything on it. We also have a smaller screen where they can just put in less details. And then we have a Google type screen for them to search in. The really cool thing that we added last year is we added the AI technology. So distributors can actually use the idea wizard to generate ideas. So if they have a customer that is doing an event or a meeting or some sort of get together, but they don't know what kind of items that they want, or they want to maybe find some different kind of items than what they've thought about, they can use the AI wizard. And the AI wizard actually, again, uses all the data that you have on your product to pull in those ideas. I always use 10K Fun Run.
I think
So
you
once,
I think you should really impress me. Have AI just do all of this for us. Then we'll see who, you know.
so it comes up with different ideas. I mean, some of these
What, 10,
ideas
10
we,
plus you said?
I'm sorry.
What was the system? Was it software? You said 10 plus. You said what was that?
Oh, I did 10K Fun Run.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So it came up with some of the ideas we probably would have thought of already for Fun Run, like t-shirts and water bottles and things like that. But as you scroll down, it comes up with other things like cooling towels, the armbands for your phones, shoe bags, sunscreen, things like that. So it
Mhm.
kind of it just gives you, it's an idea generator. It doesn't give you specific products. It gives you products based on categories, keywords, themes, things like that that might fit what they're looking for. If they're searching by general, I could type in water bottle. Oops.
Carmen, I lost you.
Yeah, my internet's okay.
Cheetah.
Can you hear me
Carmen,
now?
yeah, we can hear you now.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in the office and my internet's not so good here. You'd think being a technology company it'd be good. So I just did a search for water bottles. I didn't put in pricing. I didn't put in color. I didn't put in what kind of material. As you can see, there's almost 10,000 water bottles in our system. I could, come back out here and I could add in, what kind of material that I want. I could put in the color. If I have a price or if a quantity that I'm looking for, I can also put that information in there. So let's just do a color here so you can see. Yeah, everything's running really slow. And this is kind of where your images also come into play. So if you've got your images in the system labeled correctly, so I searched for red, it's going to pull up the red image for me if that's listed in there correctly. You can see that these that show different colors, they don't have their images captioned correctly in the system. We still have like 4,000 red bottles. It's a lot. And I know Pete and I talked about your images. You want to make sure that they're blank images so that distributors can create those virtual samples. So if I wanted to create a virtual sample, I would just click this little coffee cup right here. And if you had a blank image in there, I could actually put the logo on it. I think that's the only blank image that you have. Yeah. You have them captioned correctly. So you do have the colors listed as part of the caption, which is important. That's what pulls those colors up for you when you search. Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry. I think I'm about
No,
to
you're
leave.
good.
Okay.
So that's kind of the difference. Like this is how the product is currently listed. And it shows that it's 4-color process. I think on your website it doesn't even show 4-color process. Um, but it doesn't have any of those other options listed on here. So you can kind of see the difference between the two products. Does that make
What's
sense?
the
Hmm.
populated for all of our items, or wherever possible?
I'm
To a
sorry, I didn't hear the
spreadsheet, or
first.
just what's the most efficient way to get all these options in play for all of our items?
Well, the
Do a
options, as I
spreadsheet or
mentioned,
asking you to do it?
yeah, as I mentioned, they have to be done manually. There's no spreadsheet. Oh, to get it to us? I
We're
mean,
getting it done, period.
well, if you do it yourself, it has to be done manually, one product at a time. There's not a way to do it by a spreadsheet or in bulk. Or you have to set up the API to do it. If you send it to us, like I said, we'll take any format as long as we can understand what the information is. We're not picky because we have to enter it in manually as well. And then once we're finished, you'll have to actually go back and verify your products because they will not be verified. But that you can do with a spreadsheet. Now, David, have you guys been using the new supplier center?
I have been in there, yes.
Okay. It doesn't have all the features yet that the old one did, but eventually the old one will go away. They'll
Oh,
kind of archive it. But the new one has a lot more statistics in it, statistical information.
Yes, that's usually what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's really, I love the new statistics section. The other thing to help your visibility is also encourage your customers to rate you guys. I think you guys, yeah, you do have 78 ratings, which is good. A plus rating or A rating.
I think I'm getting sick. This whole office is sick.
And it looks like most of yours you've been responding to, which is perfect. You want to definitely post a response to anything positive or negative,
Yep.
which is great because what that does is it just kind of helps develop a rapport between your company and the distributors because then it's kind of they're seeing both sides instead of just one side of it. And if you reply in a very positive manner, even to a negative rating, a lot of times the distributor will go back and change it. And they do only stay active for 2 years. Looks like you've gotten some good ratings. And I think you're logging into Sage Chat. Yes, you guys are logging into Sage Chat. So really the last two things that you guys can do to help your visibility is do the inventory and the order status. And I know you guys are working on those.
Connecting, doing that?
Yeah, sending inventory and order status. They were working on it. Your developer was working on it.
Carmen, I'm sorry, you was breaking up. Say it
Oh,
again.
hold on a second. I'm going to try to close something else out here. Yeah, your developer was working on sending inventory and order status over to us.
Okay, I'll make a note of that. Order
Yeah, I
status.
know he did some testing.
Order status and inventory.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And I'll be honest, those can make a huge difference in when a distributor searches where your products fall. I've seen suppliers that added inventory and order status and they went from being second or third page of searches to the first page.
Mm.
So plus you guys have really good pricing. I think this is a great price for that product. So that can help you guys too. Yeah, and you do have your Prop 65 and everything, so that's perfect. Was there anything else, Peter, that you wanted me to show?
It was just mainly I want to be able to, Dave. We should set a routine, maintenance, like how often we should be meeting with Sage as far as reviewing products, especially now that we're launching so many new ones. We want to make sure that we're putting them in correctly, and the visible is top notch.
Yes,
Yep.
the new one should be. I am disappointed that those three drinkwares in particular did not make it. I'll find out what happened, and I want to find out the best way to get a spreadsheet over with all the options in it.
Yeah, like I said, I just kind of happened upon those. I wasn't looking for products not listed in Sage. I was looking for examples, and I just happened across those three. Let me see what other kind of products you guys have in here. Mints, okay. Also, kind of be conscientious about what themes that you guys are picking. Um, for example, if you're selling something and promoting it as being able to clean your eyeglasses or cell phone, we do have phones and eyeglasses list as themes. So those can kind of help you out as well. You can do a maximum of 5 things, but kind of be really picky about what themes that you do.
Um, Carmen, how did you figure that those three items that weren't on the site? What did you do? Take
I was on your website, and because like I said, I was trying to find items that had a lot of options. So I just kind of was going through some of your products. And when I would find one on your website, I would look it up in Sage and it wasn't there. It just, like I said, it was just happenstance that I found it.
I'm asking because I'm wondering if I should uh run my website versus what you already have up there and do a compare analysis and you know what I mean? See what I have there, what I don't.
Yeah, I mean, you can also download the spreadsheet, the bulk product update spreadsheet, and that'll have all your products on there. Um, Also, with the API, you can do a product download. I know some suppliers do the download and have it compare.
Okay.
So just those little key, things, just make sure you're listing in your options, make sure you're listing really good key themes for your product, and you don't have to repeat words when you do your themes. And you want to stay away from things like promotion, promotional product listed as keywords because they're not going to search by that.
Hmm.
It doesn't hurt you, but it's not going to give you any benefit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because everything technically in our system is a promotional product.
Right.
So that's kind of how that works. I guess you guys don't have a brand power ad.
I have no idea what that is.
We do have a brand power ad.
Well, I wonder why. Oh, I'm in the test account. That's why. Okay, here we go. I was like, why did that show somebody else's ad show up? I thought I had seen one while ago and I was like, why did it not show up? Yeah, I was in the test account. And your test account does not show to distributors. The only reason I can pull it up is because I'm a staff member. There, yeah, perfect. Oh, and as far as the setup charges, any setup charges or per order charges, they cannot be listed in the options. The options is set up for per piece charges only.
No setup and no, what was the other one we can't put in there?
Per
Carmen?
order, like if you have a handling fee per order or something to that effect, it has to be per piece or per piece charges. What is pre-pro?
It's a pre-production sample. So when customers want to,
Gotcha.
it's a pre-production sample. Instead of ordering 150, they want to see one piece first.
Gotcha.
Does it say pre-pro? Does it say pre-production?
It says pre-pro.
I would
Well,
say.
I know they probably abbreviated it because the space can only do 150 characters.
Gotcha.
I bet that's why. Sometimes you have to make
Yeah,
make
they
these
do.
decisions, yeah, on what you're doing. Was there anything else, or does anyone have any questions?
I guess I know Roby asked about the pricing. Is that all updated and done now?
Well, the pricing, yeah, the pricing did go through, but like I said, I just found that one product that hadn't been updated. Do you have another product that you can think of that had the pricing changed on, and we can look to make sure?
Yes. uh, Off the top of my head, you could try CCS 101.
Does that look like the right pricing?
Yes.
Okay, maybe that one just got missed. That spreadsheet sometimes can be a little difficult to work with.
He had also sent over the pricing, and some of the items had 3 or 4 decimal place pricing, and you guys were able to clean all of that up in a bulk.
Did we upload the bulk for you, or did you guys upload it?
I uploaded it.
Mm-hmm.
It came
Let
through.
me
It
look.
had. You
Oh,
know, it had the
extra decimal
multiple.
points.
Yes,
Okay, let
and
me
then
look here.
like someone over there was able to do a mass cleaning or formatting. That was all corrected the end of last week.
Yes, Rachel did that for you. Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure that went through. Yeah, we have a special program on our computer that will help us do that. So yeah, it looks like we had a spreadsheet that went through by you, David, on the 31st of January, and then we made the corrections for you on the 2nd of February.
Sounds right.
Perfect. Well, definitely, just like Peter says, I'm here to help you guys. That's really what my job title is help, supplier support. Anytime you have questions, if you set up a new product and you're not sure if the options are listed correctly, just shoot me an email and I'll go in and check it for you.
Perfect. Thank you,
Awesome.
Carmen. I thought this was very helpful and very insightful.
Well, I'm glad. That's like I said, I'm here to help you guys. That's the nice thing about my job. I don't try to sell you anything. Everything I do is for free. So I
Could have
don't know
fooled
how.
me. I'm kidding.
I just cause you more work.
Right.
But yeah, and hopefully we can get your integration up and running too, pretty quickly so that your products will be updated automatically. It'll make it a lot easier on you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Just let me know anytime you want to schedule a meeting.
Okay, you got it. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Carmen.
Thank you, Carmen.
You're so welcome. You guys have a great day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.